Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Yuki. As a moderator, will guide the business plan presentation. The title of this presentation is Bwangors Visionaries Harmony Plans. The first material is about history of Bwangors will be explained by Salma. Salma, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Yuki. And right now, I will explain about history of Bwangors. One day, we will visit in the madrasa. That madrasa is my parents' relations, and my parents provide guidance to Quranic teachers in the place, Mekarmanik village. As time went by, we talked to the Quran teachers who were also farmers too, about the condition of their farms. Then, we finally learned that the Quran teachers were onion farmers. It's turned out that they still lack information related to farm processing innovations, so that these farmers have so far only sold their crops. And the crops are sold at relatively low price to middlemen. With the phenomenon that occurred, it came to our minds to establish this business so that we and the farmers in the village could jointly innovate and develop their farmers' products. In addition, we agree that the farmers should be able to live a decent life and earn more than just selling their raw agricultural products.
The next material will be about the kinds of products that will be explained by Sari. Sari, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ki. So, we will introduce the product of Bwangors. The product of Bwangors is fried shallot, and there are three variants of Bwangors product. The first is bawang pedas goreng renyah or bawang pedas renyah, or we can call it whopper. The second is bawang goreng kremes or bawang kremes, or we can call it bawang gemes. And the third is bawang goreng original or bawang original, or we can call it bawang inal.
Okay, thank you, Sari, for your explanation. And the next material about the logo of the product that will be explained by Fatma. Fatma, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Yuki. Now I will explain about the logo of Bwangors. Bwangors product use 100% original shallots that are fresh directly from farmer. So the meaning of the salad shape logo accompanied by its root indicates that Bwangors fried onions are pure. But beside that, red is identical with courage, passion, and passion. This is the same as the spirit of the Qur'an teacher to market real onion to the public.
Okay, thank you, Fatma, for your explanation. Our vision is being a product that is able to provide public trust in Indonesia related to the use of 100% original fried shallot as well as through quality raw materials. These are our members who are working together for making this business plan. Among them are Salma Fauzia, Nabil Khansa, Fatma Al-Huaibi, me, Yuki Jauza, and Sari Safina. The background behind the founding of Bwangors will be explained by Salma. Salma, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Yuki. Nowadays, the culinary business is buzzing all over the world because the high interest of people who likes culinary. So that the culinary business becomes the favorite business of most people, and business people continue to develop their business by creating innovations for their products. One of them is in Bandung City. Food and beverage business people continue to experience developments until various types of culinary appear, start from a heavy meals, snacks, and complementary foods. And one of the complementary foods that are favored by many Indonesian people is fried shallots. Fried shallots are one of the supporting foods that can enhance the taste of a heavy dish. Therefore, until now, fried shallots have never been extinct and still exist in the market. So it can be used as a potential business. Therefore, we established a culinary business by producing fried shallots called Bwangors. The name is a pun on the acronym Bawang Goreng with a touch of contemporary language. In establishing this business, we work with Qur'an teachers who also are farmers too in Mekarmanik village, Cimenyan district, Bandung Regency. One of their crops is shallots, which are processed into fried shallots. So our fried shallots products come from fresh farm produce and guaranteed quality. We choose to work with farmers because we want to help them increase their income Many farmers are still underdeveloped and have problems in their agriculture. The first problem that often occurs in agricultural economy is capital. The second is the increasingly difficult land. The third is modern agricultural technology. The fourth is problem of fertilizer, and the last is the marketing of their products. This collaboration aims to make it easier for farmers to solve some of their problems. By turning them into fried shallots producers, the farmers' capital will be helped, and we also help the farmers to train them on how to make fried shallots. This will also make it easier for farmers to market their crops at a decent price because the crops will be used to make fried shallots. And it is different if the farmers sell their produce directly to middlemen. The price given will be much cheaper so that they don't get decent income or more. And what's the problem? The problem is current teachers who also farm have good potential in cultivating their crops. However, they don't have sufficient capital to start their production. And the second is current teachers who also farm have problem in getting profit from their farming products. Usually, farmers sell their crops to middlemen at a low price, so they can make a decent profit or more. And the last problem is many people sell fried shallots products that are not 100% pure. And some people even mix fried shallots with dry cassava peels to make the fried shallots look more abundant. And here's our gallery of Bwangors. So that is the background and the problem from me, and I will give it back to Yuki.
Thanks, Alma, for the nice explanation. And also we have solution, and the solution will be explained by Nabila. Nabila, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Yuki, for the opportunity. So the next material that we have is a solution. So the first point, efforts to empower farmers in Mekarmanik village, Cimenyan district, Bandung Regency. The farmers involved can know well how to manage and cultivate shallot because it can be said that the shallot were born from the hand of the farmers themselves. But the problems that arise is there isn't enough capital. So there are limited ideas where the shallot can be processed better. And us, saying this phenomenon, we are believe and we are determined to help empower farmers who also as Qur'anic mothers in Mekarmanik village, Cimenyan district, Bandung Regency to participate in the creativity of this idea while also making it easier for farmers to sell their agricultural product because the raw material for fried shallow product come from their own farms. And then for the second point, the harvest is directly processed into fried shallow. The shallot harvest will not be sold to collectors or other parties, but the farmers who also serve as teacher of Mekarmanik village will directly process the shallot harvest into fried shallot. And also for the C point or the last point, as a problem solver for impure shallot sales. As is known, there was a news that says there was a sale of fried shallot products that were not 100% pure, and the rest was attached to the problem. But we believe this can be overcome by the presence of Bwangors in the community, namely with the fact and principle that the shallot produced by Bwangors themselves are grown and cooked directly by farmers who also as Qur'anic mothers in Mekarmanik village, and in the sense of being directly involved in the shallot processing process. And also, as we know, Rasulullah Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam once conveyed the message that honest merchants will be resurrected with the prophets in accordance with his words. Traders who are always honest and trustworthy will be resurrected on the day of resurrections with the prophets, shiddiqin, and martyrs. Hadis riwayat Tirmizi. And Bwangors product always remembers and obey the hadiths, and it is until used as our trading principle. The value in our product is that it can provide space for farmers who also as Qur'anic mothers in Mekarmanik village to make fried shallot in the hands on their own growers, or the same is linked to Malika. One of the famous identities Crane soy sauce commercial that shows the thing that the farmers grow are like his own children and he loves them so much. The image of the taste and sincere feeling is expressed in the product itself. So the opportunities of our product is 100% fresh and homemade shallots cooked directly by farmers with a clean ingredients and tools, because not infrequently, but some of the factories do not prioritize and pay attention to their cleanness in their product. And also, in 2018, news appeared in the community about one of the shallot cases, as covered in the investigative show on Trans TV, how fake fried shallot sellers produce fried shallot. They mix the processed fried shallot with cassava skin and leaves without washing it first. And also, they mix 1 kilogram of cassava skin with 1/2 2 kilograms of shallot, and then they fried they both items with used cooking oil. And then, like, from this case, we are determined and believe that the bad news is not always bad, but it can be an opportunity for us and also our product to break the statement of cases that had involved the community of, as a victims in terms of quality and cleanliness that we have. And then, besides the presence of our product, Bwangors as well as bringing back public trust in products made from shallot. And then also, Indonesians love fried shallots, like vegetables without salt. For some people, culinary without fried also hasn't met satisfaction. And in Indonesia itself, the average food is closely related to fried shallots, such as soto, ketoprak, bubur ayam, and then nasi uduk. This can be an opportunity for our products, and as we see in the community, from what needs people want. So the next, it will be about target market. So the target market in our business plan, we group them as four, such as demographic, geographic, psychographic, and then the behavioral. So the first, demographic. The demographic itself, such a male and females, range from early adulthood until elderly, from 21st until 50 years, with middle class economy. And then the second one is geographic. So the geographic itself, throughout Indonesia, the Jabodetabek area is preferred, such as Jakarta, Bogor, Depok, Tangerang, and Bekasi. The third is psychographic. The psychographic itself is a housewives who like to play social media, Quranic mothers, a hawker, afraid shallot lovers who also are foodies, and then the last is dorm student. So the behavioral itself, such as a housewives who like play social media after their child leave and after Isha, then in those hours we will do product promotions on social media, and one of each is WhatsApp. The Quranic mothers who came at 9 o'clock to recite, and then the Bwangors the product will be brought to the place of study. And then the hawker, a hawker who can be taken from his point of view that the food he sells will taste better image that it tastes with at shallot. Also the foodies as well, as a shallot lovers whose purchasing power will be high due to their needs and desires. And then the last is the dorm students, some of whom are too lazy and to find a food outside or a cook.
Okay, thank you Nabila for your explanation. Also, we're gonna explain about competition marketing and sales. This topic will be explained by Fatma. Fatma, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Yuki. Now I will explain about the competition. The competition is creep product. Creep product are fried onion that have been selling on the platforms. In terms of texture, they are crispy and halal, of course, but for the taste, dominant bitter, which can reduce the original flavor of the onion, and relatively more expensive price. 165 grams are 57,500 rupiah, and only provides one variant, that's original flavor. For Bwangors product, we have 3 variants, and price are according to the variant relatively more affordable. For Bwang Inau, we make red onion 92 grams are 20,000 rupiah. In the Inau onion variants or original onions has a savory taste, even though is 100,000 original onions, but does not taste bitter at all. And for Bwang Gemes, we make 80x gram red onion and 4 gram kremes are 22,000 rupiah. Kremes Gemes is a combination of onions and kremes made from quality bread flour with a selection of quality. And for Bwapper, we make 86 grams red onion and 6 grams red chili are 2,200 rupiah. For Bwapper or spicy onion, this variant is suitable for spicy lover and who wants to be enjoyed with a blend of onion, Of course, the spicy taste here can still be enjoyed. With these three variants, in no way remove the original flavor of the onion that we make, supported by quality ingredient and of course halal. Bwangors onion have a good quality and has a very good taste that makes buyer addicted to the taste we have. Therefore, we are confident to sell Bwangors more widely because the quality is very guaranteed and use 100% original red onions directly from farmer. Now I will explain about sales and marketing. First, advertising. The promotion we do use two methods. There are offline and online. Promotion in the form of offline. In the early stage, we conducted product trial to the surrounding environment by means of the tester. That way, we know the customer risk and advantage and disadvantage of our product. While our online method utilize social media and other platforms such as using Instagram, WhatsApp, and our plans will use Shopee, TikTok, and Tokopedia to expand the marketing. Promotion carried out on social media such on Instagram, we create poster and create content to introduce product to the public. We also have plans to hold discount on big days and the twins date.
And now, financial projection will be explained by Sari. Sari, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ki. So the next part is financial projection. In financial projection, there's two things. It's model and flow statement. Okay, the first is model. As we know, Bwangors business has been running for 4 months. It's from March, April, May, and June. The Bwangors business has achieved sales of 250 jars per month. So we have a draft budget as capital or model for production needs, such as raw materials, cookware, product packaging, business legality, and transportation. The ratio we use of raw materials and fried onions is a 4:1, where the value of 4 is for raw onions and the value of 1 is for fried onions. And with that ratio, it can be produced 10 jars of Bwangors product. In fact, the most popular variant in Bwangors product is Whopper or bawang pedas goreng renyah. It followed by Bwang Inal and Bwang Gemes. So we also made a draft budget as an illustration of capital on our model for 375 jars of Bwangors product. And the detail is 167 jars of Whopper, 125 jars of Bwang Inal, and 83 jars of Bwang Gemes, with the aim of anticipating a significant increase sales. So this is a table of the capital or model in financial projection of Bwangors product, which is 6,360,000 rupiah. Okay, next is flow statement. In flow statement, there's three things. It's cash flow projection report, cash flow statement, and achieve profitability and break even. Okay, the first is cash flow projection report. In cash flow projection report, there is 3 activities, but Bwangors business didn't do investment and financing activities because we only use and do operating activities. It is obtained at 2,316,000 rupiah. The second is cash flow statement. This is the price of Bwangors products, but in relation to capital or model, the production price of one of jar of Bwangors product is around 18,000 rupiah, but this is not the sale price. And this is the profit and loss calculation is obtained as 850,000 rupiah. Okay. The third is achieve profitability and break even. So this is the value of fixed cost and variable cost. Then we calculate the break-even point, or we can call it BAP, for each variant of Bwangors. So we got a total, it's 456 jars, but at the beginning, as we know, that the capital we needed is for 375 jars. So it still requires around 81 jars to cover the existing production cost.
And now I'm gonna explain about the milestone from our business plan. First, in the achievement, sales of Bwangors product have reached 1,000 bottles within 4 months. It started from March until June. And second, consumers make repeat orders. We will make product with good quality so that our consumers do repeat orders. And third, consumers are satisfied with good quality and service. And fourth, the Quranic women who are farmers can be helped economically. We know that economy being one of the problems, we have been looking for solutions on how to help them, and we found a way by cooperating with them. And the last, the Quranic mothers or the Quranic women who are farmers gain new insights in processing red shallots into products that have a higher selling value, so that they just not only sell the harvested shallots, but they can process it. The next explanations, it's about financing salt, will be explained by Sari. Sari, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Yuki. So the next part is financing salt. Financing salt includes of raw materials, cookware, product packaging, business legality, and transportation, which is the capital we need. And the capital we need is 6,350,000 rupiahs. So the cost we need is around to 6,500,000 rupiahs until 7,000,000 rupiahs. Why? Because maybe sometimes there is many often unexpected costs like kitchen supplies or increase of raw material price, or maybe gasoline for transportation has been increased prices too. Of course, these costs are the result of selling of Bwangors product. So we have two strategy. The first strategy is make notes or shopping list of the raw material needs, especially for the cost of raw materials, because we always use a new and fresh of raw material. So we really pay attention to quality before raw materials has been processed. And the second strategy is conduct research by comparing prices between raw materials. Of course, we prioritizing guaranteed of raw materials, but if the stocks runs out, then we look out for other brands. But remember, we still paying attention to the quality of the brand. Thank you.
Thanks, Sari, for the great explanation. I would like to explain about the conclusion. First is about advantages. Bwangors has a very good cooperation with Qur'an teachers who farm, because Bwangors has a goal to cultivate shallots and empower Qur'an teachers who farm. The shallots used come from 100% fresh shallots, which are managed and cooked directly by the Qur'an teachers who farm. Definitely, Bwangors products guarantee halal for consumption and have a pure taste, because they are handled directly by experts. Bwangors also has its own packaging logo, unlike other fruit shallots that do not have a logo, and the taste of onions or shallots that are still bitter when we consumed. And for the opportunity, Bwangors products begin with the case of fruit shallots in 2018, where mixing fruit onions or shallot with cassava leaves without washing first. This is a business opportunity for Bwangors to provide confidence in the quality and cleanliness of fruit shallots, as well as building the trust of the Indonesian people for Bwangors products. In addition, Indonesian people's interest in fruit shallots is so high. Therefore, Bwangors products have the opportunity to meet the needs and satisfaction of Indonesian people when enjoying dishes. That's all from conclusion. So that's all from the business plan presentation that we have designed. Hopefully the good goals that we have designed can carry out and are beneficial not only for individuals but for the entire society. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.